what are they doing? It doesn't make any sense to any of us in the business.
I'm not in the business, and I'm a dumbass, and it doesn't make sense to me. So
they're easy extensions to do. Also, like, yeah, the point of we don't want to pay every player at the top of their position. We're not talking about that. Like,
we're talking about four,
right?
Right now. That's it. 4 guys.
That's it. And even then, it's been proven that as soon as you lock them in, let's go back to Josh Allen's contract before his extension, Patrick Mahomes' contract before his extension. Like, the market continues to climb. It continues to go up. Guys are going to jump them. I don't know. Like, it's frustrating. It's frustrating as a fan. It's frustrating as an agent. And as a sports law professor, I sit there and analyze the cap structures and all this stuff in the CBA. And says, like, what are they doing? They can make it work in every sense. They don't want void years. Okay, that's fine. You can still structure it to where you can either, dump kind of cap into the back end and make the salary structure, the base salary, higher on the back end. And if they're not paying up to performance, don't have the guaranteed monies in the last year, dump them. I hate saying that as an agent because I don't want any player to get dumped. But as a fan, as put a different hat on as a sports law professor, that's what you do. Like,
it's business, right? That's the business in the NFL. It happens every year.
Absolutely. Like.
And they know that. It's not that they've been in the what's the NFL not for long, so they know that. We've had Corey Dillon on all of our shows here. Trust me, he's told us a lot of stuff. So yeah, we understand, and the players understand that. So that's what this whole thing, like the whole thing with waiting on these contracts because they didn't want to pay the money they could have paid them last year. All it did was cost them more money, and it's just like. If you see it, and all four of us see it, and half the Bengals nation sees it, why the hell don't the Bengals see it?
I don't know. They don't want to see it.
It costs them more money, Satori.
They don't want to spend the cash.
But it costs them more cash. That's the thing.
It costs them more cash on a year-to-year basis, but they're going to get a shared revenue check every single year.
Right.
Upwards of $300 million. I mean, it's insane.
And you can spread it out over the years. That's what
here's the thing. The more cash that they spend now, the less that they have to potentially put into any kind of investments. I'm not saying they're putting everything in the S&P 500. But if they're yielding a return that's more money than they really want to spend, you wonder how Mike Brown keeps gaining all this money and ends up on the Forbes list. Well, he's not cutting the cash. And the only time he had to cut the cash, he had to sell the naming rights to half the city to get Joe Burrow done because he didn't want to cut it out of his own pocket. You talk about all these contracts and the guaranteed money. The guaranteed money has to be cut in cash.